I don't have the expertise to actually help
Matt
put this
Carlin.
together.
Yes.
So I'm creating more work. But
oh boy, that's what I need right now.
I'm not trying not to create work for you. Like if you think this is interesting, maybe the people that need to be looped in on this. I have an idea.
Well, you're telling the internet
the type of people I want to loop in, but maybe this could help get some extra traffic for the IndyWrestling.us website.
Maybe they're in the chat room and would love to help out. Maybe
we do the top 10 matches available on IndyWrestling.us.
Okay.
So like in that entire catalog, which even I don't know the full extent of, like what would be like the top 10 greatest matches, of all the time on that catalog, and I figure like, who would be able to judge, probably like Marcus and Joe would be good judges of that. Guys who've seen everything.
Yeah. And have an idea of like at least the scope of what's on there, right?
Yeah. And at least an understanding of kind of like where the high points are.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And
then how do you
Bing bong.
direct people to that? So yeah, I'm not sure.
Surprise! Okay, I said it in the Slack. I said he was here.
How you guys doing tonight?
Hello.
Doing all right. Oh, there's even a video. What? You guys see Potter put out his video or his book for Devil Budokan is ready?
No.
I still need to get his last book. Yeah, Man Behind the Mask.
Cool.
That's great. Good stuff happening today. Really good stuff happening today.
Good to hear.
We may have another surprise.
Let's just talk about nothing.
Let's
have a Wrestling Mayhem show that's not about wrestling.
What was that, Monday nights?
Yeah, that too.
So
Monday night wasn't much about wrestling, so
I tagged Dombrowski about the collapsed ring. Find a career in wrestling announcing. That I posted. He says that picture is a metaphor for the stability of a wrestling announcer's career, and my life as a whole. It's just missing the flaming dumpster. To which I respond, that was floating down Route 51 last year. The only thing more fitting would have been if it was floating to Cleveland. Yeah, that seems right. Good on Dombrowski. He hit a milestone this week of not being in debt anymore. To Ohio.
Oh.
That's good. You don't want Ohio breathing down your neck.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because it should be wearing a face mask and keeping 6 feet.
Here's something else I found while I was cleaning my basement. This is even nicer than the iWatch I uncovered.
Are these basement cuts?
What's that?
I should probably make sure we're streaming. I haven't really checked that.
No, we're on.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Also located in my basement. Unfortunately, it's not in mint condition. There's a tiny tear in the packaging. But I located an unopened Wade Barrett action figure.
Ooh, are you going to do a live unboxing right now? Let it breathe.
No, I ain't opening this thing. He's staying in here forever.
Let it breathe. If you don't let him out, he'll never know that he got fired.
No, we don't want that. Look at that. Look how nice he is. Oh, man. Global superstars.
He's global.
There was a Yoshitatsu figure in this line.
Oh. I don't know what I think about that.
So, yes. Among the many discoveries. I found VHS tapes today.
Oh, yeah?
Not to
Do you have a player to actually play them? Do you have a VCR handy?
I have a VCR. Does the VCR work? I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Yeah. The only thing more ridiculous, the most ridiculous thing I have in my basement is I have my grandfather's old camcorder, which is so old that it literally, like, you have to carry like the suitcase on your shoulder because we have not yet achieved the technology that allows you to just simply hold a camera. No, this thing is like camera, cord, side pack, carry this around. It's unreal.
I love it. We have some stuff. We still have some camera stuff in here. There was dude, you're not the one. Someone who left that here. I don't know. People just leave things here and I forget where all it came from. That's literally a thing. I mean, most of the stuff on our shelves is stuff that people have left us here in the studio.
Yeah. Just left things.
We don't purchase a lot to decorate. Yeah. It's kind of left up for us, so it's fantastic.
Well, my primary concern when you moved into the new space is how sparse it would look. So even I would frequently just leave an item there. Like I'd find like a WWE coloring book, and I'd just be like, "Oh, Sorg won't mind if I just leave it here."
Hello.
You want me to swap out for Jen, and you can have a 90-Day Fiancé podcast tonight?
Yay!
Yeah.
Apparently, they did some big angle on Sunday night.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know. I was watching The Last Dance.
Oh, it was mammoth. Well, there were a couple big angles. Oh.
I talk about the big angle. This is gold. I'm going to get another beer.
Hello.
Here we go.
Hello. Hey, Jen. So which big angle are we talking? Are we talking about the actual fact that Lana exists?
What is happening right now?
No, not that one. The one where Jeffrey got a surprise.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, no.
What?
Who's real?
Lana.
Lana's real.
She really is real.
Lana's not real.
What is happening?
Now, I give Lana credit for doing the Russian bride thing for 7 years and getting $100,000 off the guy.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that's the standard fee for a Russian bride.
Oh no, he actually had to go over. He actually had to go over and see her. Try to see her multiple times. She didn't even come over yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm still pretty sure that's the standard fee for a Russian bride. In fact, she has shittier negotiating skills because usually they just get that shit up front.
It's true.
Jeez.
That is true.
Spoiler alert, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just making jokes.
You could have fooled me. Not that I know what you're talking about.
I thought you were talking about Lana from WWE for a second. I'm like, guys, she's not really Russian.
What? She's not?
What? I mean, she's Lithuanian. She's like second-gen Lithuanian,
Yeah, she was raised over.
She's
not like imported from Bulgaria.
She's from Florida.
No one smartened him up about the breakup of the Soviet Union yet?
Hey, Mike, we gotta catch up.
When Nikolai Volkov got really, really angry.
Yeah, but this past Sunday, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Good angle.
Oh yeah, there were tons of good angles there.
Just...
There's literally someone who looks like Otis in 20 years.
Oh, boy.
On the show.
Oh boy.
Hi, my queen.
Yes. Oh god, it's cringeworthy. I mean, the writing. If this was being written, the writing's as bad as WWE trying to write romance angles.
I guarantee it's being written.
I don't know. Well.
All right.
I don't. Yeah.
We have a crew. Because I know I can let you guys go all night long on this.
Yeah.
I realize this is completely a thing that could happen. All right, making sure I got my mouse here. Oh no, where'd my camera go? Oh no.
I'll say, we've lost most of Sorg here on this photo.
What? What are you talking about?
You're not thinking
the
fourth
video
dimensionally, Dave.
Yeah, well, it's so you can see what's happening over here. That's it. This is. I mean, you guys.
Hold on a minute.
You guys
Did you yell up here?
What is happening?
All I heard was yelling from downstairs. Hold on.
What is going on? Are you okay over there? Matt's just wandering in the background. I got to wait for him to start the show because I don't know. Are you on? What is he doing back there? This is falling apart.
Get ready.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
Ruth overheard us talking. She said, "You're cheating on me while talking with 90 Day Fiancé without me."
I don't know what's going on. What is this?
It's true.
That's the show you were talking about.
Yes.
It's
I legit
Sunday
had
night.
no idea.
Yeah.
Can I?
Sunday nights, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
It's the three of us.
Oh my god! And you just let us in on
and
it.
Matt tries to fit in, and I'm like, no, you're not included.
Well, the last chance is over, so I can watch it with you now.
You can. You're not going to miss anything.
No, I'm sure we'll pick up right where I left off.
But you got the Undertaker to watch now, so.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, it's so good. Jeez.
I'm leaving. Here's my husband.
Okay. Boo.
Hi, Maddie.
Boo. Why do you always boo whenever you leave?
I know.
No, don't send Matt back. Oh.
Ah. Hey Matt, can you double check that microphone? Wait till his earphones are in. Can you double check that microphone? Tap it, please.
I know you'll be.
Do what now?
I want you to tap your microphone. I just want to verify it. No, tap it. Don't show it to me. That's not. There you go. Okay.
So are you trying to make sure he's actually talking through the right microphone and not through the...
I'm just very paranoid right now because
Talking to the ball.
Listen, talk directly into the ball. To talk directly into the blue
Not
snowball.
the first time. Not the first time Sorg said that.
Yeah.
Not the last time.
No, not the last time.
How many professional wrestling announcers have you had to tell that to, Sorg?
I did not tell that to
the ball.
I did not tell that to Mr. Capetta. No. He knew what was going on.
Oh, I wish I could do a Gary Mike
Here.
Capetta for you
I
right
feel
now.
so bad. Capetta coming to my studio, insisting to come to my studio when it was in the basement. I was like, "Here you go, Mr. Capetta. Welcome to my basement. Here we go." And then he wanted to come back. So at least we had a better studio when that happened. So I have bad news. I will reveal it here.
Get it right, Sorg.
That was
I'm
Matt
afraid I've
with
got
News
some
Barrett.
I have bring that Barrett figure back. Yeah. So
That's Barrett. That is not bad news, Barrett. That's two different.
because of the current situation and having to make adjustments for the current situation in the world, we may have to say goodbye to the purple couch.
Oh boy. Sorry.
Everybody else saw that too, right?
Yes, completely.
Jen was doing goofy shit behind you when I cued you guys. I need to pull that for later. Hold on.
Jen, you did that at the worst possible time. Sorg was giving us very serious and bad news.
Actually,
and you're doing the escalator behind us.
I hate to say it, but
Oh, you're riding the bull? Oh, you're getting a bull. Well,
yeah.
Forget it. I'll just see myself out.
The wives are more entertaining. We know the wives are always more
Go
entertaining.
somewhere else.
Oh, we just need a Ladies of Mayhem takeover night again. So, okay, we are on a time thing tonight, and you'll find out why later.
And there's so much to talk about.
It's like, yes.
Wow, Matt.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Matt, you realize my gimmick is the cynical asshole, right?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Hashtag gimmick infringement. Come on now.
Well, you know how this works. Everyone copies each other until someone turns it on its head and goes the other way.
Hey, keep your.
But this really isn't over until Sorg becomes the cynical asshole.
Hey,
That's what we're going for.
give me. I'm fighting it every week, man. I'm fighting it every week. You know what? I hate.
I don't know. He didn't tell me it's
Somebody
why.
got a disease, didn't they?
Maybe the couch does have a disease. Maybe it tested positive.
Oh, I guess
don't
I should explain
It's
myself.
already in you.
No, well, yeah. No, we determined we're pretty sure if we have the couch, like we can't have people sit on the couch like on either end and be socially distant appropriately. So we're gonna move the chairs in probably, which means what happens to the couch. So we may have to discard the couch for further.
Can we have a ceremonial burning?
Sorg.
Right in the middle of Broadway.
Sorg,
Yeah,
here's
right
what
on
you do.
T-track.
Here's what you do, Sorg. you rent a chainsaw and you cut the couch in thirds.
Rent a chainsaw? You realize where my family's from, right?
Okay, you get a chainsaw and you cut the couch in thirds.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were going to go in half and do a Diary of a Mad Black Woman look there.
Well,
What?
no, because if we have the main event on, there has to be enough room for each member of it. So we have to
That is
split
true,
it in
yeah.
thirds.
I watched the numbers go down when I mentioned the couch, so okay. That was the killer for the show. We're done now.
All killer, no filler, Sorg.
Yes, yes. Maybe that'll be the thing. Oh, I turned this off. But maybe that'll be the thing, because I have that idea of filming something on the roof if we renew our lease here in September successfully, and which is a big question mark with how the world is right now.
Sorg.
But we'll also throw the couch off of the roof
Onto the T-tracks.
onto the T-tracks.
Sorg,
get hit by a train.
secondary solution.
Hmm.
Get 4 more couches. That way, everyone can socially distance on their own.
You know,
couch.
I had a really good conversation with the CEO of the Port Authority about Star Wars in person, and I wonder this happened. This seriously happened in her office. So I need to rekindle that and be like, hey, Star Wars something. Hey, can we throw a couch on the T tracks for the train to hit? By the way, just checking. Just want to get the okay, you know.
Sorg, just ask her if you can perform a holdo maneuver on the couch.
A what?
A holdo maneuver.
A holdo?
Yeah. Admiral, it's Star Wars, Sorg. God damn it.
I dodged a bullet last show because somebody said Star Trek or somebody said Star Wars and then Picard in the same sentence, and I said, "Hold up, before you guys email me."
I thought Dudders was just going to go crazy on him.
Don't get your peanut butter in my chocolate.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do a show. Let's try that.
Wait, we haven't started yet?
No, what do you think?
This is the show.
I know. Sorg,
This
is this my first day?
Mike,
Come on.
I hate before the show. I hate after the show, but I love right now.
All that exists is the show.
Strong endorsement for 5 minutes ago.
Sorg, here's what you have to do. Just get yourself a GoPro, constantly live stream, and then you'll always be in this moment.
Oh, there you go. There you go. In this moment, also a great band. It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 715. Tuesdays, we've been talking professionalized wrestling, and here we are to cope with today's current events. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here, safe in the yellow zone in Pittsburgh, PA, at Sorgatron Media Studios. With us, we have a whole crew with us. First of all, from Beacon, New York, he's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavored from the WWE. Future endeavored letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
I'm not sure what zone Beacon is, but I'm pretty sure it's Chartreuse.
What? Did we all fuck up our marks there? What? Is that your code? Is that your code color?
No, we don't have fucking codes. We're in New York. We're closed.
It's just closed.
We're closed, motherfucker.
We are deep from the lockdown.
Yeah, like get the fuck out.
Get
Get the fuck out and stay the fuck in.
Get the fuck out.
That's our new motto.
And don't come here. Don't visit.
Yeah. No, the state motto is no longer Excelsior.
No.
It's get the fuck out and stay the fuck in. Yes. And it may seem contradictory, but it's not if you fucking get it.
It's like a reverse Limp Bizkit lyric, actually. Yeah. So
yeah.
Good.
The WWE's favorite band.
Yes, it is. Also with us, straight from his kitchen, is Mainstream Matt.
Man, Mike, I must critique you here. When you're doing the Limp Bizkit favorite band in the whole world, you must not slip into Howard Finkel. That is a Tony Chimmel impersonation. Is it not?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
To be fair.
Let's not drag down the Fink.
To be fair, I don't have a Chimmel impression. So it's either going to be Finkel or Don Pardo from SNL. Gonna be one or the other.
I was waiting Finkel or Einhorn.
Musical guest.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Also with us, straight from the chat room and Tiny Shutter Podcast, is Dave Podnar joining us.
Hey, Sorg, and yes, we are live from the Yellow Zone this week.
Yay!
As we are virtually doing everything virtually.
Yes.
Wait, if you're virtually doing everything virtually, how do you pee?
You know,
no, never mind. I just saw upload. I know how you pee. I got it. I get it.
100% recycling. 100% recycling.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, upload on Amazon Prime. Worth seeing. It has the other guy the other brother that's not Arrow in it.
Sorg, put some damn respect on Robbie and Mel's name. Put some respect on that name.
Okay, he was Firestorm.
He's the lead in the movie The Duff, which is excellent.
Whoa,
an underrated film.
Is that another Disney?
No. It's more in the vein of Easy A.
I don't know.
Really, Sorg?
No.
Sorg, what the fuck are we even doing here? All right, this just became an Easy A podcast. Everyone,
I obviously we need you to guess right on Shirley Doe's BNS About Movies website, which I just mentioned for the second time tonight. So you're getting all the plugs, Doe. What's up? But anyways. I introduced everybody. No, we did that. Hi, everybody. This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com where you can find out this and other podcasts and past episodes through the history. Hope all those old links work from 10 years ago. Talk shoe. But anyways, you can go over there. You can subscribe to the show in your favorite podcatcher. You can also email us at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0. Follow us at Mayhem Show on Twitter. Hit up our Facebook page and group. A lot of great stuff being shared over there. A lot of great stuff from friends of the show, including Referee Potter's book about Devil Budokan we shared over there, as well as a great thing that PB Smooth and Derek Direction are doing for our friend Dudders is over there that we might mention a little bit more here later in the show. And also, we are here live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live, as well as Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm pointing at the phones with the chat rooms on them right now. We are keeping an eye on them. So if you do have any chats over there, but the main one, a lot of people joining us over on that Facebook page. If you are on any of those right now, please do us a favor, hit a like, a heart, a share, whatever that case may be, so people can jump in on the Mayhem as well. If you're checking us later on the podcast, wherever that may be, please hit a review, hit a star rating, hit a share once again so you can help share the Mayhem with someone else and help us get in front of more people and grow the Mayhem universe. Also, check out thank you, actually, our friends at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. We share a lot of stuff there throughout the week, including to our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! Ed Burke, Bobby F. J. Town, Team Hammer Fist, and at the Poppy Club level, Bradley Ruthers, Dave Podnar, Daniel Towery, and Tina Keys. Our friends at the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy and Cal Turner. And our friends at the manager level, OccupyProWrestling.com and Farnsworth International. I'm sorry, Farnsworth Investments. There's something else we do. That's a bit from another show. You guys can support the show too at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. You get special stuff, the pre-show, the mid-show, stuff we do off-air from time to time as well. And of course, you do get a say in things going on. And once in a while, we shoot a little discount over there for things going on at Indy Wrestling US as well. So please, thank you everybody that has been supporting the show, especially through things going on here in the world. I really do appreciate that. And you guys are helping, keeping the lights on in our hosting and the lights in the studio sometimes too. So, wrestling for this week, there is some stuff going on. There is some AEW pay-per-view this weekend, which seems odd to me that they're going ahead and doing that as well. And actually some interest in that. So I honestly do not know. I've been kind of iffy on AEW watching lately, partially because there's been some other things on Wednesdays happening for me. Matt, you are, not only is AEW being bold and doing a pay-per-view, you are being bold with the pay-per-view party as well. And so I figure you
are in the yellow zone now, Sword.
Yes, we are. Yes.
We're allowed to at least look at each other.
Good.
So
good.
Yeah. So I mean, it's painful to watch wrestling with no fans present in the arenas, and I need something. And as much fun as the video hangouts have been for the last couple pay-per-views or so, I figured, you know what? I think now is the time to roll the dice. Potentially with our lives.
I don't think that's not a good phrase.
Watch party.
Yeah.
But how do we do this safely, Sorg, in these trying times, these uncertain times? How can we possibly do this? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do it outside. So we will not be in this house that I'm in. You will not see this kitchen, Sorg.
No.
This kitchen, your eyes will not lay eyes on these.
Outside your house.
Outside my house. Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to have our expansive rear driveway paved area laid out, chalked out, in sensible 6-foot boxes away from each other. Everyone will know exactly what their boundaries are. We'll have a little one-way arrows pointing up and down the aisles to come back and forth, and then we'll just we'll bring our big screen outside and we'll prop it up and we'll fire up the Chromecast and we'll stream that BR live straight to it, and we will watch Double or Nothing outside under the stars on the big screen, safely away from each other. Bring your own food, bring your own drink.
No,
we are serving
food.
nothing.
No.
It has taken everything in Jen's power not to prepare food and drink for this, Sorg. I told her, no, Terry, no, you can't do this. You cannot serve food and drink. We cannot share food and drink with our guests. They have to bring their own food and drink. If we start sharing food and drink, who knows what could happen. And also, it'd be very hard.
You could make Lunchables. You could make Lunchables.
We have some. If I bring Lunchables into this house, they are gone in 2 days. I have 2 kids. Get out here with their loud ass iPads.
I mean, like,
all right.
You could make like upscale Lunchables. Like get little individually wrapped plastic packages. Like here, like like here is your meal. Here is your meal. Here is your meal.
Yeah, everyone gets a Ziploc bag. Everyone comes in to get a Ziploc bag with a Capri Sun and a Lunchable and the little applesauce pouches with the little twist tops on. I'm going to get one of those.
Great.
Yeah, those things are pretty good. You're going to get a hermetically sealed Hostess cupcake for dessert. And you know what? Now look what you've gone and done. Now Jen's going to start preparing for this party. And now I'm going to have to buy food and drink for everybody. Thanks a whole goddamn lot.
The point is,
I did not get a chance to mention a hard cap at 25 guests. We are not going above 25. We have rules here, Sorg, in the yellow zone.
How big is your
yard? We cannot have a gathering of more than 25 people. That's the tipping point when disease starts to spread. Perhaps you haven't heard.
There's a question about how you're handling bathroom facilities.
We have a tree in the backyard.
That's a very good question. Yes.
There's a tree in the backyard.
Yes.
You're in suburbia. I don't think that's not a hidden spot, is it? I mean, I grew up.
No, you shouldn't do that.
I grew up in the country.
Everyone gets their own bottle of water. You drink the water, and then you leave yourself in the bottle. It's one size fits all. It's very simple.
Tip: make sure you finish the water before you use the bottle. Yeah.
No, we have a bathroom in our basement, and I'm not talking to one of those rinky-dink, just a toilet in the middle of the floor bathrooms like you see in other Pittsburgh homes. This is like a real bathroom, all right?
Oh, you've seen my studio at home.
So we're gonna send the biohazard crew in there later, and no one's gonna go in there for the rest of the week. And then when we go in there, there will be like 3 or 4 stops for hand sanitizer between the bathroom and coming back out to the garage. And, I think everything should be fine. We'll be fine.
And apparently,
we'll be fine.
Clothing optional.
Apparently, clothing is optional.
As I said, it's suburbia.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
child drive by.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna mark out. The children are gonna measure. And measure it all out.
Okay.
One-way aisles, just like the supermarket. One way up, one way back.
Just like they do at the White House. It's fine.
Just like they do at the White House, where everything is done very safely. If you want to bring your mask, bring your mask. Maybe I'll wear my mask in front of you, so that you feel better about things. And we'll come out there. We'll have some fun. And,
but I mean, Matt, will there be inner tubes that we can put around ourselves as spacers?
No.
Well, then you can't get to the bathroom.
That's what the chalk outlines are for. We'll have single boxes and we'll have doubles boxes. So you should let us know in advance. Do you want a doubles box or do you want a single box? And then we'll chalk it out appropriately.
Well,
or just be greedy and you get a double box for everybody.
We need to bring our masks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to bring your mask.
I'm just making sure. Is this approved for the yellow zone?
Yeah, that is actually the exact opposite of the mask we were thinking of.
Yes.
Wait,
but it looks nice.
What's the exact opposite of delirious?
Well,
Lance Storm.
Yeah, but he didn't wear a mask.
No, but it would be the opposite, to be clear.
All right, okay. So the mask that The Miz wore when he was the Canadian Kid. Got it. Okay.
Now, we did not invite Mad Mike, so I just want to make that clear too. Because he's not allowed. Because New York is not exporting right now,
right?
So
he can't let alone leave his house. Let alone
he can't even leave his house. Let alone cross state lines.
State lines, yes.
Yeah. If he crossed New York into Pennsylvania, he would just spontaneously poof into a puff of smoke, be gone.
Matt, why do you think I'm going to do it?
He's like, get me out of here. He's making a run for the border. That would be the Pennsylvania border, but it's a little less exciting.
Exactly.
So the point
as you can see, no precaution is being spared on this.
I was trying to segue into a preview for the pay-per-view, but I think this is also informative for people right now because there is.
You can't really preview a pay-per-view. It barely has any matches on it.
Okay,
it barely has any matches. It's got matches on it.
We also have like another show between now and then. So.
Well, yeah, they do have a Wednesday night show. They can add.
That's right.
More, so
tell me, how are they? I'm not up on this. Are they also doing this from the same place that they've been doing the current tapings?
Sounds like it.
Sounds like
they are, and don't forget they're going to do the big Inner Circle versus
Elite plus Matt Hardy.
Yeah, in the empty football stadium.
Yeah, where the Jacksonville Jaguars play.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
you know what?
Use the entire empty stadium.
Yeah. What a great alternative location to be able to do a match, though.
If you have access to a full stadium, you use that stadium.
Hey, the NFL isn't going to be using it.
That's right.
But here's the thing about that match. If that match doesn't end with an army of drones going after the Elite.
Yeah. Why? I mean, I can only assume that
after the Inner Circle. Excuse me.
Nope.
Sorry, we just had a run-in, Sorg.
Yeah, we had a run-in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dudders is here.
Stone Cold Dudders is here. We saw your 316 Dave. Yeah, just slam the Powerades together. Fantastic. Dudders is here, doing a run-in. How are you doing?
Good. How's it going, guys?
Oh, you just had a run-in on your shot, too.
I did. How did he run in on the run-in?
Was that a Larry Blur?
Did you hear Bart Gunn's music come on?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
The beer.
It's my prop can, but it works.
Oh.
I was gonna say, now smash it on your head.
My prop can for video appearances.
By the way, if you're not on video here, she is showing off her fantastic Animal Crossing wrestling ring as well. And then that's a Steve Austin Broken Skull can as well. for this. So fantastic. So Dudders, you kind of made some wrestling news today.
I did. I had no idea. It was a surprise. So yes, all kinds of surprises left and right. So, yes, my friend PB Smooth issued a challenge. I don't know. He's got these. There's this really cool exercise bike that's very popular. Not a Peloton. It's something else. But
an Airbike, right?
Yeah, Airbike. Yeah. And he's been, using that and loving that. And he called out Derek Direction. He was like, dude, let's turn this into a fundraiser. So him and Derek are riding for me. I hope they don't die, because the plan is for every $10 donated through this GoFundMe that they've set up. Essentially, they ride for 20-second sprints and take a 10-second break. Right now, they're at $460.
Oh, jeez.
And the goal is 1,000.
The link's been up for like an hour, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the link is, I think you're right. I think the link's been public for like an hour. And so I'm really hoping that they both survive this, because it's going to be really funny.
And we're showing the video from PB there for you guys on video from his initial challenge. So this was, of course, people, you've been going through the process with chemotherapy and everything right now, right? So for those that maybe aren't following you, can you give just super quick update on what's going on and why everybody started to GoFundMe, other than we're going to watch them die?
Yeah, just because they want to see the
other than that
there.
fun and the trash talking that's going to go with it.
I can't wait. So on December 24th, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. I started, after a long process of several doctor's appointments, a million tests. I started chemo in March. I did a tougher round of chemo, which they call the AC, or the Red Devil. And I did that every other week for 8 weeks. And then I started a round of Taxol, which takes about 12 weeks. As of today, I had a treatment earlier today. This is my Tuesday. I go to chemo, and then I pop in on podcasts like the Awesome Cast, and then they invite me on the Mayhem show. And I have 5 more rounds of chemo left. And the plan is to have surgery July 21st, and then maybe possibly radiation. But hopefully by the end of the year, this will all be wrapped up, and I could move on to other things and drop my Stone Cold cosplay for a bit. But I make a great Stone Cold.
Yeah, that picture was uncanny that you dropped there a few months ago. So it's just like, at least you're making the most out of the I'm going to say hairstyle, but it wasn't really a choice. But
I mean, I'm just waiting for you to get back to the Rhea Ripley look.
Yeah.
Because no offense, that was boss.
I think that's the plan. Is like, I'm not even going to try to like grow anything beyond a buzz cut till some point next year. Because it's really weird. It's, if you don't know anything about chemo and chemo hair, is when after you lose it, it comes back clear and kind of kinky curly. Weird.
Oh.
Because it's just growing out that stuff, the kind of cucky stuff, and then you get rid of that, and then your own hair starts kind of growing back in place. It might be slightly different than your original hair. Don't get caught up in that. But so I'm starting with that. I do have a full head. You can't tell, but I have a full head of white chemo hairs at this point, and they'll grow out, and then I'll have my buzz cut back again, which I really like that too. I was like, hey, that's not bad.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
we're gonna need Halloween so I can do all my cosplays of my shaved head wrestling ladies and gents.
Awesome. Hopefully we're allowed to Halloween.
By the way, if you have a bald wrestler you want Dudders to cosplay as, send them Good Times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Absolutely. I could do Kurt Angle. I got milk. I'm gonna find some medals. Anybody have
Yes. Podnar, send her your medals.
Yes. Podnar.
Medals? Did someone say medals? Yes.
Medals. I love this already.
I do have some marathon medals. I should pull those. Yeah. Okay.
But
so
you mean like my Colomo medals right behind me here?
Wow.
Can we get you access to a large fire hose?
Jeez.
Milkomania.
No. I'm all in. Yes. Send them to the Good Times at show.com.
I love it. I love it. So if anybody out there, of course, you'll see this shared. We already shared. I think both videos have been shared over the Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook. But if you guys want to drop that link, if you're listening anywhere else, bit.ly/airbike4 number 4 Dudders. That's two D's. Well, I guess 3 D's, but 3D Dudders. 3D Dudders. That's another one.
Yes.
It's all coming together. But anyways, no, it's been a great thing to see pop up here today, and they're, like I say, already at $460 of their $1,000 goal. Oh my! So go check that out over there too. So awesome. No, thank you for popping in and give us an update then, because I know it's been kind of a crazy day for you.
Oh, it's been wild. It's always wild. I couldn't do boring at this point. I feel like
Awesome.
It's just like one thing after another. What's next?
So I know you're not, I know you're watching the social distancing and everything, considering what you're going through on top of everything the world's going through. We were just talking about a social distancing wrestling party that I think you're aware of. So, so that's been an interesting endeavor here this week. So I didn't know if you had any thoughts or you caught any of the discussion before you popped in here.
No, I just dove in.
Awesome. Well, if you want to hang out for a couple until the break, please feel free.
Sure.
In the meantime, I got just a minute of business to do, and maybe we'll actually talk about what AEW is actually doing for a minute.
I appreciate that Dudders is the only one that has wrestling in her background. That's Dudders Animal Crossing wrestling ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a folding chair. I'm very upset because I got it. But you can't do anything. It just sits there. So it sits there with
Dudders,
Panda Heyman.
I'm coming by your island tonight.
Yeah, you have to.
so I can pick up your folding chair and put it back down. So I can buy my own folding chairs.
Oh, absolutely. And I owe you. I got a new gold bobblehead lucha wrestler that I have to send to you too.
Awesome.
Magnus CK has a wonderful outside setup he's been doing. Like you did, like the arena. He's doing the indie wrestling in the back lot. Concept.
that's what mine looks like right now.
Yeah,
mine looks like the people who set up for baseball but just stopped halfway through.
Yeah, just with these like sparse, socially distanced chairs out there, and I'll just have somebody with a mask, and you just have tweets to say parts unknown.
I do have really nice steel ring steps that head up to my ring now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Build the best Animal Crossing arena. There's the new challenge for you right there. Well, guys, if you want to remember a day when wrestling had fans, and maybe a little bit in the future where they won't, Indy Wrestling US, IndyWrestling.network, a lot of great stuff going on over there, including our quarantine buddy talks we've had over the last several weeks, checking in with everybody, making sure our wrestling friends were doing well. Including, we talked last week with Joe Dombrowski, especially about his latest Heartland Wrestling special, Wrestling from the Heartland, that's available, of course, on IndyWrestling.us and over on his site as well. So a lot of great stuff to help pass the time, and we noticed a lot of people are taking part in the Indie Wrestling Network. That has definitely not slowed down, even if the live new content has, but we are still rolling out a lot of best of, still some planned for this month coming out as well as the old series. If you haven't checked them out yet, Wrestle Rigatoni, Rise of the Nerd with Louis the Nerd, as he left Rise Wrestling in the Pittsburgh area, and you can just dive into that. Plus, our YouTube page has a lot of Pittsburgh history wrestling, and of course, please go check out all of our friends. All of our friends are doing some really interesting things. Prospect Pro Wrestling has done 2 watch-alongs. Our friends at Renegade Wrestling Alliance are doing a 64-person interactive tournament that we just got past the first round of, and I believe a child may be involved in the next round somehow. That's your teaser. You have to stick around RWA's Facebook page to find out what's going on there. Our friends at Fight Underground have been doing the fight councils that have been heated and controversial on Wednesday nights on the Fight Underground Facebook page. And our friends at Rise are doing something very fun on their Patreon page. If you go follow them as well, they are doing a Fire Pro Wrestling Rise show. Somebody on that roster has done some fantastic work, and I will just, for no reason, slide in a plug for bnsaboutmovies.com, and they're putting together a match card with promos. I saw Tyler Klein cutting a promo on this I've seen some of the stuff in the works. It is fantastic. If you love Rise Wrestling with a Y and you love Fire Pro Wrestling, or don't know anything about Fire Pro Wrestling, either way, you're going to want to check in on this when this launches here in the coming days, weeks. I don't know what the time frame is for what they're doing over there. So please support all of our friends doing some really cool stuff here at IndyWrestling.us, IndyWrestling.network, and of course all of their Facebook pages as well. People are being very inventive and making sure there's some cool stuff coming, and I can promise you there's some stuff in the works that's very exciting for this interesting time to produce new content. So a lot of new ideas are bubbling in the works with a lot of great promotions out there. So please, recognize that, when you do see it, share it, love those guys, buy the pro wrestling tees, whatever the case may be, to support everybody through this until we get back to indie wrestling the way we like it here in the future. So Indy Wrestling US. Okay. So where were we? Wrestling in a stadium.
So Sorg, we were talking about 30-Day Fiance.
Yeah. All right. No. That was the pre-show. That was come on. Don't get me started. Jen's going to come back and continue that conversation there. Podnar, we haven't had you on for a bit, other than the chat room, of course. How have you been dealing with the wrestling we've been kind of given the last couple of months here?
It's been tough. It honestly, it has been tough, just because it seems like AEW is at least for me, a more watchable product. And unfortunately, at least from my standpoint, it's because they got people in the stands who are reacting, which is a negative, because I don't like if you want to have people in the stands, maybe there are wrestlers who are roommates and they're already next to each other. Yeah. But when you get everyone together and interacting no, you shouldn't be doing. I hate to sound like, someone just nagging, saying, now you kiddies, you stay away. You shouldn't be, but you shouldn't be that close. And I'm sorry, but we are they testing people when they're coming in? I doubt it. They're probably doing we're making sure no one has a fever.
Yes.
And no one looks sick.
Yes.
Which, no, that doesn't work.
I haven't seen. All I've seen is what the unions doing the production have been sharing. But I have not noticed, and not to say it's not out there, any statement from the company itself. I know both them and WWE came under fire this past week on John Oliver, who's in the UFC as well, which we talked about the wonderfully named Fight Island. So
let Mortal Kombat begin.
Serious. Shang Tsung is just all about this. It's strange because AEW works for me because of that presentation until you start breaking that down and you're just like, because
I don't get why we're not just piping in crowd cheers.
Well, apparently the NFL's
why we're not doing that. That's the easiest way to do this.
Bill Maher is doing it. Bill Maher is doing it for his monologue to the point where I forgot that's what he was doing. And the NFL is going to do that this fall.
I don't see you can even pipe in assholes chanting CM Punk. Why the hell not? Honestly, we have the technology. It's not difficult. Hell, score the fucking arenas.
Roll back for a minute.
I mean, I don't know why they couldn't just point of order. Pipe in our audio over it. We're pretty good.
So I wanted to roll back here because Tina said something very important in the chat room. They said they did mention on the broadcast that they are testing the wrestlers themselves. So that is happening.
Yeah, but
they're accompanying with
not
money.
Everyone who's there.
Not only that, but define testing the wrestlers. When did you get tested? I mean, did you get tested the day it's like, okay, we're taping 2 shows today. You're going to get tested in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hold off until we get everyone, and which test. I hate to get into the weeds, but which tests are they using? Some of those tests are not exactly the most accurate in the world, especially the quicker ones.
And if they're a company that size with that money, hopefully they're using whatever Hollywood's doing, whatever Larry King was using in March, to the rapid tests and things like that. So I mean, they're doing the best thing that money can buy probably to make sure these shows still happen.
Well, I mean, if you want to do the best thing money can buy, you say, okay, here's what we're going to do. And I'm stealing this from someone else, and I forget exactly where I saw it, but okay, everyone's staying in this hotel for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to tape a month's worth of shows, and then we're going to keep you in this hotel for 2 weeks, and then you all can go home.
I believe,
and then we'll repeat it again.
And what you do in the meantime and in between time is you have everyone film promos from their hotel rooms. You can build feuds that way, and you can run matches from old pay-per-views with new commentary to further build those matches. Like, it's not fucking rocket science. We don't get paid for this stuff. We figured this out. It's not complicated. Both companies have enough resources.
And it's a lot easier than, and I think where you got that, partner, because both the Major League Baseball was looking into doing something similar in Phoenix with all their teams, which it was astronomical, the logistics of it with all the support staff. And then Germany, for soccer, I believe, attempted this recently.
No. Do you know what Germany did, Sork?
Huh.
Do you know Germany? Did you hear about this?
I did hear about this. This is one of the points that was made on John Oliver this past weekend. Tell me. Tell the world. Tell the world. This is fantastic.
I want to do this. You pay the soccer company money to have your likeness scanned onto cardboard and inserted into the crowd.
I didn't know about this.
Oh, okay. See, I listened to PTI. They were talking about this.
I heard about how they screwed it up because I heard
this sounds amazing.
So we're doing next level studio wrestling from the 50s and 60s.
Well, that's also
but instead of having generic cardboard people, we're having people scanned as cardboard people.
No, and see, here's what you do. I'm telling you, this is exactly how you do it. Like WWE has Backlash coming up, right? Okay. Here's what you do. WWE can charge $150, right? $150. You send them a picture from your waist up wearing your favorite WWE merch. Okay? No, and then what they do is they take your image, they scan it, they put you in the front row. And then guess what? They send you that seat. Boom!
You get your pay-per-view chair?
Easy fucking solutions. Because then it looks like you have a crowd. You pump in the crowd noise.
God, it's too bad you don't work for any of these companies that you can suggest this.
It's really a shame.
Yeah.
But like, how? And motherfuckers would pay that. Hell, I'd pay that. I'd fucking pay that easily. I'd even pay $200 for that probably.
Like, and you can sell rows.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can have your entire family there watching a pay-per-view.
Or you can just have you across the entire row.
Well, no, I think you have, because then you get into a cloning debate. So we're gonna wants that.
We're not ready. We're not ready for that on top of what's going on right now.
Yeah, we can't even handle having more than one Uso at this point. So.
Oof, neither can they.
And if they want to make everyone feel all happy and about themselves, about supporting, they could say, "Oh, it's $150, and we're going to donate $10, $20 to the Red Cross for relief fund, or we're going to, for every seat, we're going to donate 50 masks to a hospital or something like that.
Or local food pantries in Florida.
Exactly.
It's like every large company that's selling masks right now, like if there's not a portion of that going towards a charity, it's a real bad look, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's something. Exactly. It's something if you're a person on Etsy making a mask, that doesn't have your day job because of things going on right now, or selling them for super cheap at cost, the support, I mean, there's different levels of that. But I mean, we are kind of at the point, I don't know, the trikini was a thing where you have a face mask that matches your bikini. It's going to turn into style, but that's a whole other thing. But so wow. Yeah, I've been learning a lot over the last couple of days.
I've already ordered one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Hey, you know what? Gotta have that quarantine body.
Fantastic.
In other words, I've been eating so much, I need a bikini top.
Wow.
So the AEW card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you asked. I got it right here.
I'm gonna say, yeah. And Matt, before you go into detail, one thing high level I noticed: 2 women's matches.
Hot diggity
dog.
On our way.
And given their women's roster, unfortunately, I don't want to see 3.
Well,
Just because it's thin. You know, I'm not saying they're not trying hard. Just that for pay-per-view, I really don't want them to see them stretch it out more than 2.
Guys,
they've got some talent that hasn't been fully unleashed yet that I wouldn't mind seeing.
I gotta bring up a comment for earlier. I believe this is when we're talking about our party. But Mama Flexor said you should wear a hat with a pool noodle sticking out of them at the top for social distancing. When we're talking
or if you get a beanie, just like put it on the center.
Yeah.
Spin the pool noodle around. Anyone who gets in that zone.
Yes.
They get smacked in the face with it.
As you're running for the bathroom. Out of the way! Yeah. Yeah. These visuals
and
are great.
Clear my noodle!
Tina also says that Tony Khan has a breakdown on their podcast on how they've been dealing with the pandemic.
Apparently they do go into great detail. I wish, I don't know that WWE has done the same for detailing that plan. Other than some kind of a paragraph of sound bites. So, why isn't Stephanie on Corey's podcast talking about this, right? Or Paul or Triple H or somebody, right? So just
Triple H was on
would be the
Corey's
one to send out there. So
Triple H was on Corey's podcast. They didn't really talk.
But they talked about I did appreciate they talked about the process of ending up at the Performance Center. That was a good discussion. I appreciate that on the production and everything kind of point of view of it. But no, they didn't, they're handling this and still doing shows. They didn't get into the health and well-being thing. But I just feel like the company avoids it and more than AEW does. WWE is really good about avoiding things or really bad about avoiding things. So it seems to be the motto. But we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Anyways, there's a card with women's matches. Matt?
Yeah. Wow. You just coming up this Saturday, a card with girls. Be there.
Who are you, CZW?
But got him.
Oh,
and
roasted.
Pin.
Okay. Cody versus Lance Archer for the TNT Championship. The inaugural TNT Championship.
And Matt, hold on.
What?
Who is that championship presented by?
Oh, you're right. My bad. Mike Tyson will be on hand to present the championship to the winner. Mike goddamn Tyson.
I'm sure they're really going to corona test Mike Tyson. Who wants to be the one to do that swab? No, thank you.
The Mike Tyson swab.
Tyson swab. All right. Moving on. MJF versus Jungle Boy. You're getting Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against Brody Lee.
Okay.
You will have Nyla Rose defending the AEW Women's Championship against Hikaru Shida.
Okay.
Your aforementioned second girls match. Dr. Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander.
Okay.
You will have Private Party versus the Best Friends. That will be a number 1 contenders match for the tag titles. We mentioned the Stadium Stampede match. It is the Elite plus Matt Hardy versus the Inner Circle. The Elite, this is like algebra. The Elite minus Cody plus Matt Hardy versus the Inner Circle. That's what that one will be. Plus
or minus Hangman Page, because we don't really know if he's in the Elite.
He is listed here as being in the match. So I can only assume that he will find his way out of the woods and he will be there. So let's only hope.
And Matt,
because things are looking rough for him right now out in the woods. I'm worried for him. What's up?
It has been.
Tina says that Sheeta versus Nyla is an ODQ match because Nyla found Sheeta's kendo stick bitch.
Oh, okay, very nice.
I didn't know she named her kendo stick bitch, but okay.
Well, I mean, perhaps you haven't noticed, but when it comes to the verbiage involving the girls, every sentence or so, you must end it with bitch, or else you're not working. You're not building matches.
I'm a dentist, bitch.
I'm a dentist, bitch. Here's your kendo stick, bitch. All right. Anyway, perhaps we've gone too far. All right. Finally, casino ladder match for a future AEW World Championship match. Sorgi, this is half Royal Rumble, half Money in the Bank ladder match.
What?
Okay. Yes.
What?
There is an object hanging above the ring. The competitors will be coming out at regularly timed intervals to enter the match. Whoever climbs the ladder and gets the object first is the winner. Okay?
I don't
and here are the participants.
People come in late.
That is a rough one. This is nice, though, because this is the reverse of the Royal Rumble. See, in the Royal Rumble, if you come in early, you're like, damn it, I'm coming in early. But if you get like the late number in the casino ladder match, you're like, dang it, I hope they're still out there, you know?
But like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, can we all agree on that? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Are you not allowed to climb the ladder until everybody's out there, like War Games?
No. I think they can climb the ladder whenever they damn well want to climb the ladder.
Strange.
See, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's like telling me.
No, that's stupid. No, that's
TNA.
This is not TNA.
That's the king of the mountain ladder match.
Explain the match to you in one sentence. It is not TNA.
Yeah,
TNA
I can explain
King of
the mountain to you in one sentence. It's a run-on sentence, but I can do it.
All right. Participants in the ladder match thing are Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Ray Phoenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, and somebody else.
Vinny Vegas.
Ooh. Vinny Vegas. No, Jimmy Vegas. We had this argument last night.
Yeah, I know. No, I still want Vinny Vegas.
I still want Jimmy Vegas.
That's fine. If I'm going to make an actual guess, I would not be shocked if it's Drew Gulak.
Yeah,
but my money's on Brian Cage.
Take your pick of Black Wednesday.
No, it hasn't been 90 days.
I don't think they got a 90 days on that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah?
On Drew?
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think Drew did because it was a contract.
No, Drew because his contract was up.
Black Wednesday people, so that they have a 90day. But,
so don't be expecting Rusev. Don't be expecting Zack Ryder.
I feel like
don't be expecting
some of the 90 days. Some of the Black Wednesday people might have been expirations.
Maybe
like they were just
maybe Revival. But
yeah. They were like kind of like, hey, we're just not going to sign you, like right now. So, well, that means no Cain Velasquez.
No Mike Chioda.
No Mike Chioda. Damn it.
Oh, that would have been nice too.
Be wild.
Mike Chioda versus Moxley for the AEW title. I'll pull out butts in the seats.
What a turn! All right. Is that all the AEW?
That is all the matches listed right now. So.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad nobody's putting over a classic wrestling match for that show.
Perhaps, possibly the greatest match of all time, maybe.
God, that's not even gonna be the best wrestling match of that hour of the pay-per-view.
Did WWE marketing go on furlough as well?
I just imagine the first time they said it, Randy and Edge in the backstage, and they say it, and they both are just like.
Because I know the problem is. Yeah.
He sounded exactly like Edge. I've heard enough of him react to Christian on their podcast. That was a dead-on Edge impression.
Just the knowing how
my Randy impersonation is harder to find. So yeah I guess that'll work.
Knowing how many times I heard the risk is greater than the reward over the last month, that just killed me every time.
And by the way, probably not the best message to send nowadays. Probably not the best message. That's like that billboard in Texas that says "risk it for the brisket." No, thank you.
I've been to that Buc-ee's too. I saw that billboard. I'm like, no, that's the exit. That's the one I would have visited if I went to Texas this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brisket for by the way, whichever indie fed in Texas comes back first, if your event name is not Risk It for the Brisket, you're failing. You're failing.
Or
you don't even have to sell brisket at your event. You have to name your event.
I think I've had the brisket at Buc-ee's, and I wouldn't risk it for it. I'm just gonna put that out there. It was great, but that's not. I'm not risking it. Can we also do? That can also be a Pittsburgh show if we get Yin's Love Barbecue to sponsor, right? I mean, come on.
I mean, you could also pick. You can also pick like a more Pittsburgh themed food.
Well, then brisket too.
Yeah, because like I don't live there. I don't think they're known for their briskets.
I feel like if we did a show with a reference to French fries and coleslaw, like Permanis is going to sue that company. I have a feeling.
You can do a pierogi related one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got something pierogi related or haluski or
pierogi palooza.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing else.
Got a gogi for the pierogi. RWA's got a gogi for the pierogi.
Well, or maybe something tied in with a pickle.
No, that would be WMS's put a pickle on it.
Yes. Go find out.
There'd be a jar of pickles on every ring post.
Go find Chachi Says on Twitter.
I believe Chachi's lawyers would contact us about that.
Well, technically, doesn't he still own the show, so it's all good.
Oh, right.
I figured he'd be sponsoring it.
You're right. He probably wouldn't sponsor it.
Jeez.
By the way, Tina wants to know if you guys have any bets on who the mystery opponent is for the ladder match.
Mike Yoda all the way, right? I think we just did that, right?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about Brian Cage, but that sounds perfectly legit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Gulak would be like a major up yours to Vince, but I don't think they would pull it around that. You know, it's not like, oh, we were planning this mystery. Oh, no, throw him out. We want this guy who just left like 4 days ago.
Yeah, who knows? If it was Sean Spears, they can say, all right, you can sit down, Mr. 10.
That's true. Yeah. But if they were doing like a surprise outside person, I don't. If this was a tag thing, I could see. Well, it depends on whatever the rival are allowed to call themselves. But
those guys over there.
How about Wash and Dialder?
I was just barely learning their names.
Trying to figure out which one was which.
I realize it's spelled Wash. We would have to pronounce it Wash.
Mm-hmm.
Wash.
By the way, did anybody watch this week's Undertaker Last Ride?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, can I give a minor spoiler for you, Mad Mike?
Yes.
Okay, minor spoiler alert.
Because keep in mind, we've seen all these events.
Well, yeah, but there's like some background stuff that happens, right? There's a scene kind of like the Edge thing where he's given a ring, but it's kind of a very different situation of where they put the ring. Do you want to take any kind of guess on who Undertaker's workout buddy is?
Okay.
Yes. He's never getting it.
No. No.
Wow. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Give me. Oh shit. Give me one hint.
One hint.
One hint.
No,
One
like
hint?
era. Like, is it new guy, older guy? Like,
I'll handle this, Sorg.
Okay.
He was on the WWE roster at the time the events were recorded. How's that for a hint? Now I've made it really obvious. Well, I've narrowed it down, I think, a little bit.
Is he all right? Is he still with the company?
I don't think they are. I think they got let go last year. Yeah.
Nope.
He's in a tag team.
Oh, the Ascension.
No.
Damn.
Let's try Primo.
Oh.
Wait, are you sure it wasn't Epico?
I was pretty sure it was Primo.
Well, no. Did he look like WrestleFan? Remember, Primo Cologne looks like gaming.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Sorg, you're right. That was definitely the most jaw-dropping moment of the entire episode was Undertaker, and they're like, well, I had to bring somebody in to work out with me. I'm like, oh my God, who's showing up to work out with the Undertaker? And like one half of the Shining Stars rolls into the warehouse. I'm like, what in the hell is this?
No, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I'm like... you know what? It elevates Epico. I don't even know which one it was.
Did it look like Eamon?
I can't remember.
You can't remember Eamon? What kind of friend
remember what
are
Eamon
you?
looks
Listen,
like.
man.
He's been gone for so long.
Listen, it was an emotional watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, when I have emotional problems, I like to drown them in some pizza from our good friend Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with perfect pepperoni pizza. And I'm not going to do the tagline from earlier today. 4 locations here in Pittsburgh. Go check them out. And supporting Pittsburgh podcasting for a good long time. A good portion of this show's history has been supported by our friends Slice on Broadway. I got to see Rico himself tonight, handing me my pizza at the door. Our good buddies. Thank you everybody that's been supporting them. I know I've been getting messages of people who have been ordering them and tagging the show. Really do appreciate it. Please go check them out if you're if you're still staying in and want to have some good pizza. Mike's dancing. Mike's doing a pizza dance. Is that the pepperoni pizza dance? Pepperoni.
I just want pizza.
You just want pizza.
Want pizza.
That's I want pizza dance.
I want pizza. Now we can't say anymore. We'll get pulled off.
Yes. Good point. Good point. Don't want to do that during the ad. We will be back. You're going to get confused because you're going to hear Katie's voice for a second, and then we'll be back with a big question. All right. That's a first half.
Yay! All right, guys.
I can't believe we filmed it.
Oh, hold on.
What you got?
Something is happening.
This-
Something is happening.
This is for Bradley.
Catbutt!
Catbutt!
Cat-butts for Bradley. Cat-butts for Bradley.
Dudders,
Butts for Bradley.
Where did you get that wallpaper?
The wrestling one?
Yeah.
It was one of the mystery wallpapers that the mysterious wallpaper.
Oh, the camel?
Yeah.
God damn it.
He's on my island now. Maybe I should go see if because he sold me the same thing twice, so I might have to go back and I'll go see if I.
Damn it. I'm very jealous. Like, that was the reason I put my ring outside.
Look, I'll definitely send you a chair because I could do that now because I have.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get your mask?
Yes. Thank you.
See, if you're friends with me on Animal Crossing, I send you lucha stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have them all displayed on a bamboo shroud in my house. It's great.
That's amazing.
Fantastic.
Dudders will send you good lucha things.
I send you wrestling things if we're friends. Yeah, I just hang them on the wall. I'm like, this is my stuff, and I wear it.
The best kind of Animal Crossing friend.
Yes. All right, friends. Well, I will run away. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for dropping in.
Dudders, you're welcome to come back
Dudders.
anytime. You know.
Thank you.
Hoping
Catbutt for Bradley!
Catbutt!
On.
Oh, I hope he's still out there.
Eat it, Bradley.
If not, I'll just send him this in messages.
Yep. Catbutt for Bradley.
Catbutt for Bradley. Hashtag butts for Bradley. Hashtag you did this to yourself.
Stop butting yourself, Bradley. Stop butting yourself.
Stop putting your butt on things, Bradley.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
God, Bradley.
Butts for Bradley.
Butts for Bradley.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Dudders.
Thank you.
Bye. Love you guys.
All right, I got this week's lesson.
Now let's talk about lady things.
Yeah, we can get into that. That's
Let's talk about rebranding and renaming pay-per-views about lady parts.
Oh, no, we're not touching that. I made the one joke. That's it. I'm not saying anything.
Oh God, yeah, that is.
Probably think he should have stayed.
They're real smooth.
This is to prevent him from interfering in the match. I'll let you watch and find out if he interferes in the match or not.
okay. All right, that sounds like a new one. Good. I didn't see the pay-per-view titles. What did they? So they took they renamed the events themselves.
Well, no, they sold off. They sold to a third party to, I guess, put stuff together on new releases. And they're saying, well, we didn't do it. This third party, we didn't. We can't do anything about it. But they were like really.
I just saw Ice Machine. I just found the article. These are pretty. So
I didn't even see the names. I just saw the statement that they made. And I'm like, oh, that's full of shit.
Yeah. So
I also saw a lot of the reactions from a lot of the female wrestlers, and they were like.
So the titles in question, this is the first reading I have of it. CZW Girls with a Z, Top Heavy and Tough was one of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Including
this already sounds like it's gonna be the list of movies Randall needs to rent in Clerks.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. Let's see, including Sassy Stephanie, Tessa Blanchard, Cherry Bomb, Leva Bates, Athena. All these are different people now.
Well, no, not all of them.
Many of them are. The other CZW Girls, Hot and Sweaty, billed as featuring 3 sizzling matches. Okay, Dollhouse, Chicks Using Nasty Tax. That's a team name. That's a real team name. Veda Scott, Solo Darling, Hania.
Wait a minute, I just figured that out. Holy crap, they actually went through with that? Is that a real team name?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Holy moly!
Versus the Dollhouse. But I mean, it was CZ
like
fucking W.
Like the TNA Dollhouse.
The pay-per-view names. Wait, so these are. These are pay-per-view offerings. Oh, so they're putting them up on pay-per-view. Oh, yeah. I see what they're doing. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. Yep.
They're trying to take 2 bites of the apple. Agreement. Is that also a pay-per-view though?
I see. So this is like back when there was the this thing is I gotta get into one of these things. So this is like when women's exotic wrestling was doing a thing, right? And they repackaged a bunch of those into like porn sounding shows. Also, the shows kind of became porn eventually. So not the ones we got from the 10-pack at Walmart. But yeah, I have 1 or 2 of those.
Intriguing.
That's where I discovered Mickey James before she was Mickey James.
JR will tell you all about that. Oh, Jim, listen to Jim Ross commentary on Mickey James matches again. It's unnerving.
Oh, no.
Because he knew what she did before wrestling.
Oh, that thing. No, yeah, she wasn't doing any of that in those videos I have. There's actually matches. But... Like, it was like, oh, this is a good match. I should look out for her. And then, like, she popped on WWE. Like, cool. You know? And they were all happening at, like, ECW Arena, too. So, Yep. So, I can see that. I can see what they're saying about licensing. But... man, it's their right to do so. But there should be at least and we don't agree with it. Right? Well, at the very least, if you truly cannot do anything about this because you signed a contract, like there's gotta be some sort of decency or slander.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure their contracts didn't have anything for redistribution rights.
Oh, thank you. I now know the abbreviation that Chicks Using Nasty Tax ran into. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I saw Tina post that in chat. It's like, oh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is that legal but unethical. But since we're in these times or desperate times, make people do stupid things. I mean, they're going to have to, one way or another, like, they're going to have to live with the consequences of what they do. And now everybody knows, and, like, who's going to, if they're go out of their way to do business with them now. I mean, know.
Well, the problem is now everybody's coming out of the woodwork talking about how their business practices towards women are. That just supports this as an ongoing problem. So now you see, that story of we signed a thing, we don't have anything to do with it, turns into...
workplace harassment, essentially.
No. We maybe we had an idea and we really didn't care, is the idea, right? Versus, oh man, these guys really blindsided us. No, you knew what you were already doing shit like this, right? From let's see, I'm certain I never signed an agreement giving you rights to sell my intellectual property, nor did any woman on your blatantly disrespecting. Yeah, that's a good point too. That turns into another thing. I mean,
oh yeah, I heard there's gonna be like legal action.
Oh, like from the wrestlers?
Yes.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't know how legit it is, so I don't want.
I mean, it can be. It can be. It could be a libel. It could be a libel for imagery. Yeah. If you do that, I mean, it's one thing to sell a wrestling show, but to recharacterize it, as something like that.
It's basically, I forget if it's slander or libel.
Well, not only that, but for going even one step back, when you perform, I don't know how the contracts look, but if you perform on a show, do you give away all your rights in terms of the promoter can take whatever's being taped and repackage it and resend it and redo it, or it's like, I don't know contract.
That's the thing. I think as long as it doesn't mischaracterize.
Yeah. It's not an issue because the footage belongs to whoever filmed.
Right.
Whatever that deal is for the footage. The promotion, the production company, whatever the case may be.
It's like not to get too much into the weeds, but Vice using a lot of WWE footage that isn't theirs.
Right, and Vice can do that. And that can be argued under fair use, for instance. Right, I had a conversation with somebody who just did a documentary. And they talked about like they had a rights issue with somebody after he put the documentary out, and he was touching base with everybody to make sure everything was good, even though he really didn't have to because it was fair use the way that he used it, for instance. But that's not taking the footage and repackaging it for a pay-per-view with slutty names, right? It's but yeah, I guess all that kind of comes together. I mean, all that comes together and around, and if this was just these pay-per-views were a thing, and it was just this statement for CZW, I think I would be having a different conversation about it, right? And also the women kind of back up. No, these guys are kind of shitty about X, Y, and Z, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean that kind of supports that argument, and when it's coming from that many. There's a lengthy YouTube video from Lufisto recounting their time with CZW. Mm-hmm. A lot to unpack. And this is an interesting time. I mean, this is thanks in part to Lufisto, thanks in part to Jordan Grace. Like, the women aren't putting up with this shit anymore. We saw
nor should they.
No, and fuck, they deserve to come. Now of course, the one girl leaves the show as we talk about the being shitty to girls subject.
Let the middle-aged white men talk about how women should be treated. Yes.
Yeah. Listen.
We know what's best, Sorg. Let us talk about it.
I was when I said we should talk about lady stuff as soon as Dudders left.
Well, I don't know. So this was going to be the bonus, but we having such a deep conversation. This is the show now. So because this is actually a really good conversation we're having about this.
I mean, like I said, in terms of beside the fact they're it seemed now, of course, and this is just us reading people's reactions, it seemed like they're a bunch of bastards. But in terms of the rights, I know that let's say my main work, I talked to someone who wrote a book for us, and they wanted to convert that paper book into a PDF and sell it that way. So we're not even talking repackaging. We're just saying
converting.
Okay, converting the physical book, boom, 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 to PDF. He's like, yeah, I'm going to have to redo my contract because now I want more money because you're going to sell it as a PDF. And
yes.
All right, the way my contract was set up, it only handled paper. It didn't cover electronic transmission.
This is a very important lesson I learned early in trademark. I was helping a dentist. I think we were bring her back around to Britt Baker.
Britt Baker.
It wasn't about Britt Baker, by the way. This was even before she was, I think, even knew she wanted to wrestle.
Did she know she wanted to be a dentist yet?
Maybe by then. Hopefully by then. It's a long road. But no, it was.
Or was she just a big fan of Isaac Ganko and like, why not both?
Oh jeez. But no, it was when you think about trademarks, like there was they had the trademark done for them, and it was done on like they put it on a plaque and put it on the wall or something, and that graphic designer came back and said, you owe me money for that. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're like, you were only contracted with what I made for you to do this, and this, which was like do this with the logo, put it on a sign out front, whatever. They went and put it on other stuff willy-nilly because they're, they had you make the logo they think it belongs to them. This is a whole trademark copyright issues thing. Look at what's happening with Reaper, Matt Connard, and Sean Spears. Look what's happening with the Revival and the Revolt. Revolt? Okay.
Revolt.
The other tag team in the Indies. So, I mean, this is between having so this is multiple conversations. This is copyright. This is and again, I agree. I don't know what the actual term is, but whatever. This is damaging to your image for the ladies that are on these pay-per-views that are being named and promoted in these ways, right? That's a problem. That's a problem when you go to WWE. There's from my understanding, there's something in the contract that's like I have not done anything shitty contract clause. That you haven't done news, you haven't done this, you haven't done anything, that's going to look bad on the company when it gets found out like years later from your past, that kind of thing, that kind of due diligence thing. So now, like, say, I don't know, looking at a name over here, I mean, some of the, like half these girls are signed to places and of significance, right? Let's say, Athena is in WWE now. Cherry Bomb's over in AEW. Sassy Stephanie, I don't think she's been signed to a major company. Well over time for her to be. I don't know if she's quite so active. Did a lot of stuff here with RWA with us. But, she goes to WWE, and now this surfaces. Like, there's going to be an explanation on that, and that's nothing that's her fault, right? It was an indie booking. And they did these kinds of things. It's
slanderous, essentially.
Pretty sure. I wish there was a wrestler.
Double check my notes, but like when it comes to libel and slander and that kind of stuff, like the legal line is intent.
Intent. Yes.
So
okay.
Yeah. So are you damaging someone's reputation accidentally, or do you deliberately do this to damage their reputation?
Yeah.
And that gets into a really foggy area because, if they're taking this and they're marketing it in this very specific way, then are they knowingly, we are knowingly damaging their reputation so that we can make a profit off of this, right?
I just wish we had some wrestling friends that happen to be lawyers, that happen to watch the show, that could help us out as we're tripping over ourselves.
If only there was a way.
In all of these legal terms, I mean, what?
Sword, I'll be honest with you. The extent that I know is the one line from J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, where he says, "Slander is spoken, in print it's libel." That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
That is the difference between the two. I was just looking it up to refresh myself on which. But yeah, it's still.
And JJ came up.
But that's the big deal. Is what is it concerned? Like I said, intent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll figure it out, I guess. But maybe someday some legal knowledge person will come along and clear this up. Anyways,
let's just get the gavel, David Lawless.
That's right. Overdue. Listen. We'll get the gavel back on. You know what? We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna
on the gavel signal.
You're gonna throw the gavel signal and be like gavel. We need to have you on. And every trademark and libel and every other word we're using wrong question we have around professional wrestling, we want to ask you. And we know this is not legal advice. Like technical legal advice. It's more an educational thing because I don't want to get you in trouble with the bar or anything like that. So we're gonna put that out there.
Cesaro take offense?
We're gonna. Thank you for that. So that is gonna happen. We're putting it out. I'm gonna tweet it.
The bar. We failed the bar.
We're gonna tweet it right now. Do we have a big question, by the way?
This feels like a very big question.
Okay.
This feels like several small questions.
Like this feels like a big question, and it's so big that I'm being crushed under the size of this question. It's overwhelming. Yeah, but you're right. We should just bring the gavel in. We'll just queue up every single legal adjacent wrestling story of the last year or so, and we'll just fire it at him.
Or can we call David Otunga?
Let's get them both.
Yeah. Yes. Plaintiff and defendant.
Wrestling lawyers roundtable. There you go.
And Hornswoggle.
Let's see. At Gavel Wallace. I'm tweeting this. We need to invite you back to clear up every legal question we just came up with around wrestling tonight. If you have a Tuesday off and would be so kind. Should I also put do you know David Otunga?
Well, no, you don't want to offend him.
I think it's
just send the same tweet to him and the same tweet to David.
I just have this imagination that every wrestling lawyer gathers together like a legal cauliflower club.
Sorg, they don't all know each other.
That's a lie. They all meet in a luxurious athletic club somewhere downtown, and they all just all hang out.
Yes.
It's not like everyone in Parts Unknown knows each other. All right. Parts Unknown is a big place.
We grew up in different parts of Parts Unknown, so.
All right. No, I have a big question. I actually have a big question.
Oh, good. We're going to do a show.
Sorg, it's May 19th. It's May 19th.
Hold on. I got to go do the thing. Go do your thing.
May 19th, everyone. The day that Kane feared. Why did he fear it? Why did he fear it? I think because his movie was coming out. Why would he fear that? I'm not sure. I'm sure he made a lot of money and the movie was actually pretty good. The sequel was even better. But here is my Jesus, Sorg. Where did you get that edible underwear for your face?
It's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be Kanatron.
All right.
That's gotta be.
It's gotta be Sorg.
The glasses fit nicely underneath them, actually.
Okay, so
There
here is my question
Mm-hmm.
for Kane Day. What movie superhero or hero, what movie hero would you have take on Jacob Goodnight from Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Luke Cage.
Woo!
Luke Cage.
All right, he hasn't been in a movie though, Sorg.
That counts. It's Marvel Universe. He's technically in the cinematic universe.
Sorg, I want you to give another answer because that was really good. I want another one.
You want another one? I don't know if the next one's gonna...
Mine is gonna be Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Drax.
Please do. What's Boone's superpowers?
I didn't say superpowers.
Those abs.
He's a hero.
Hero.
Yeah. Okay. Every protagonist is the hero of their own story, Matt.
That is proven true here every Tuesday night.
Yep.
Oh, Tina in the chat room says Helen Ripley.
Helen Ripley?
I mean Ellen Ripley. I think.
What?
I think she meant Ellen Ripley from Alien.
Simply Ripley.
Is that her first name?
Ripley will work. Yeah.
Ripley from Alien.
I don't think I knew her first name. It's been a while.
I'm pretty sure it's Ellen Ripley.
Is it Ellen? Okay.
I might be mistaken. I'm going to look it up right now.
Man, Mike, as someone who has never seen Kane's movie, would you help me understand what's Jacob Goodnight's skill set so I can come up with a good?
Oh boy. Oh, Matt, where can I start? He has a giant hook on a chain.
All right.
That he uses to slaughter teenagers.
Okay.
He's been shot before, and totally fine. Okay. He's been dropped down an elevator shaft. Totally cool.
So good.
He choke slammed one into the roof of an elevator, which was really a foreshadowing for Money in the Bank. Let's be honest. And he is known to masturbate.
Wow. Okay.
Now I'm trying to remember.
I'm not saying that's a superpower. I'm just saying it's a skill.
If that's my damn it, no, I'm not going to do that.
Let's say now, what was also one of the I'm trying to remember because I think I saw the movie once and it's been a while. Was it he pulled the eyes out?
Oh yes, he pulled. Yeah, he totally
see
did.
No Evil.
Yeah, he pulled the eyes out of his victims.
Yeah,
nice.
I forgot he did that too. Very Mortal Kombat. By the way, Matt, just get the kids double feature.
I don't think so.
Wait, you know what? Wait, knowing that he pulls the eyeballs out, right?
Yes.
You gotta figure Daredevil.
Ooh. So, are you saying Ben Affleck's Daredevil? Because I support you 1,000%.
Yes. I'll go with the. Yes.
Okay. All right. Ben Affleck's Daredevil versus Jacob Goodnight. Actually, that would be a really intriguing fight. That'd be very interesting. Damn it! Now I actually want to see that. I really do want to see that. Because I'm a supporter of the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, and damn it, now I want to see Ben Affleck fight Kane.
All of this.
Yes.
All of this. You know what?
Tina's also saying Black Widow or Alexa Woods from Alien vs. Predator. Mm-hmm. Alex is saying Batman or Joker or Jason Voorhees. Okay. All of them work. I don't know which Joker you mean because I don't think Jared Leto would stand a chance.
True.
Neither would Joaquin Phoenix, if I'm perfectly honest.
No, I don't think so.
He's just a guy with a disability. Let's be really real about it. He's just a guy with a bad disability and not much social skills.
So he's a wrestling fan.
We are not nice to people.
Good night,
tonight.
everybody.
All right. Okay. Do I gotta keep wearing this mask? Am I done?
We're done.
You did that to yourself.
Okay. I literally after the show last week realized, it's May 19th next week, and tossed us over to the other end of the studio so it would be in arm's reach when this inevitably came up.
Okay, Alex is clarifying either Mark Hamill or Heath Ledger. Yeah, I would personally rather see Nicholson go against Jacob Goodnight. That'd be great. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? And he just pulls out the eyes.
Where did he get those wonderful toys?
Yes. Oh boy. Yeah.
He says after the masturbating scene.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, but Matt, seriously, if you're in the mood for a horror movie, they're good flicks. Mm-hmm. They are good flicks. They're very watchable, very enjoyable horror movies. The second one is even better.
Did I see the second one?
It's done by the Saska sisters.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely saw that.
They are fantastic.
I definitely saw that because I remember tweeting with the Saska sisters.
Saska sisters.
That's what I said.
Jessica Biel. I got it, Torque.
Did you say Jessica Biel?
Because I live tweeted watching See No Evil too.
Yes.
On the Mayhem Show account.
They were good Twitter friends for a while, actually. Yeah. So
that was a while back.
Yeah. That was a high point.
Oh yeah, a Boone the Bounty Hunter versus Jacob Goodnight. I want to see that crossover.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that crossover.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So that was a big question. Let us know on Twitters. Who would you like to see? The See No Evil Jacob Goodnight? Goodnight. Thank you. You're like our WWE Films encyclopedia.
I try to be.
Mm-hmm. He watches all the Marines, so you don't have to.
I've actually never seen a Marine with the Miz.
You should. You should.
I know.
Dude, when you get to the one with Bo Dallas and all those guys, it is fun. It is good.
Delightful.
It does. I don't
it looks delightful. They've just never been easily accessible for me on any other.
No.
And I bought too many.
I still don't understand why WWE Films aren't on the network yet. That boggles my mind.
I think it's a rights issue with the
with Lionsgate or something.
Yeah.
How is it not hopefully with WWE with this Netflix deal that means the films are coming. Like the back catalog of films, maybe.
Oh my god! If they put all the Marines on Netflix, I will do a weekend binge.
Let's do it, man.
That's not even a joke.
Make it happen. Come on, give me the See No Evils. Are those over on Shudder at least? Like something. Come on, throw me a
Dino
bone.
Evil, I think, was on there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, they're weird with the rights because I have the Big Show Dean Kane movie on. I don't even know what service because it's Lionsgate.
Was that Knucklehead?
No. That was the one when they were breaking out of jail or something.
Wow. Okay.
You remember that? That's the one.
Yeah.
I got to add.
Vaguely.
That's where I had my super Comic-Con moment where I asked Dean Kane what Big Show was like. That was my. I'm just like, I don't have a good way.
You asked Superman what Big Show was like.
Yes, I did. It was a high point for me. Holy crap!
Oh boy,
it's a moment. It was a moment. I can't look at my notes because of this mask. I think
it's your show. You can take it off. You know.
We're not holding it.
I think we have a lesson. We have a match that we watched.
We had an assignment.
From Clash of the Champions 23. It was the Hollywood Blondes against the Arn Anderson and Ric Flair. I believe this was September of '93, if I have my date right. I don't know. I can't read anything. And it was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team championships. I believe at this point, Ric Flair was just back from his excursion in WWF.
Yes.
Excursion.
Yes.
It sounded like he was a young boy.
Yes.
It's where he learned how to be a real world's champion.
So, oh God, I hope this is still recording. I can't see anything. This is a problem. How do you do it? How do you wrestle in this thing?
Take off the damn mask.
No, I can't now.
You're making me nervous.
I feel like if I take the mask off, it's going to get worse.
I mean, at least it's not covering your nose or your face. So we know you're not going to pass out.
Breathe.
Yeah.
God.
At least we know it's exactly the opposite kind of mask.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Don't wear
the mask.
Can I wear if I wear this mask with my COVID mask, like, is that acceptable? Like, especially like I want to go in across the street in a lucha mask and the mask and just see if anybody cares.
I don't know if I trust you to cross the street wearing that.
No, I'm not. No peripheral vision. Do not cross the street in a mask like this.
It doesn't look like you have straight on vision.
Barely, but it's probably because I have glasses on under this. We had a homework assignment. Guys, what did you think of this match? Potter, I think you got the assignment late, perhaps.
I did. No, I was able to see it, and I was able to not just the clip, but I saw the whole match. Okay. So I did watch the whole match.
Okay.
And I'll say this, that I did not, because growing up in Pittsburgh without cable, I was really limited to when I was growing up in the 80s and early 90s to WWF only. So I had no idea about WCW, Jim Crockett. I knew nothing. And looking back with modern eyes at that match and the build-up, it's a slow match. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good match. Mm-hmm. But the fact that, I wrote a couple quick notes. When was Flair never not a legend?
You know what? I think
I think he became a legend as soon as he emerged from a plane wreck.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much been like treated as a legend for 45 years or so now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was 45 during the time of that match. So
was he seriously?
He was 43. No, he was 43.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because they did the. I looked at what Matt did about the
Flair for the old.
The Flair for the old, and I wanted to look up. Okay, how old was Ric Flair when he's 43? Like,
wow.
Okay, so him and current AJ.
Wow.
Okay. Pretty close to the same age. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the fact that who thought, oh yeah, you see this guy who's old? Yeah, he'll still wrestle for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
longer than that.
He outlinks everybody else in that match. One for a tragic reason, but
well, I mean,
wrestling career.
Right. It's unfortunate the reason why he outlasts Brian Pillman, but
I'm just talking math
everyone
wise.
Else,
Arn Anderson only has about five. Arn Anderson only has about 5 more years left in him.
Well, I mean, that's really what caused Austin to retire too. He had to retire because of injury too.
Yeah, Ric Flair outlasted all those guys. Like, some of those guys weren't even in their prime yet, and he still lasted longer than them. Physically. I mean, unfortunate in every case. Unfortunate things happen. Arn had an injury, right? Like Stone Cold with the neck, and Brian Pillman, what happened there. So I feel really weird talking about that important topic with this mask on. But it's true. But it's true. So but for reference, I guess, for this. So.
Right. Well, the other thing is that the first fall, like I say, the only real fall of the match was off of a shoulder block half crossbody, where if someone pinned someone like that in the last 5 years, the crowd would go nuts by saying, "What?" Again, I know the guys in the match, they were ground and pound. There was, Brian Pillman high flying, but he didn't do any high effort. And I don't know timeline of his bad ankle injury to this match. In terms of, but I know high flying in early 90s is different from what we consider high flying now. So it's like, I watched it and I was like, okay, good match. And, psychology wise and everything else. But it's like, if that played today without the guys being known, if you show it to someone today, you're going, oh yeah, it's Austin. Yeah. It's, these are all if it's like, here's 4 random guys putting on the same match today. I don't think it would hold up for a lot of the newer fans.
No, but again, this is Southern wrestling,
Right?
I mean, so I did appreciate, because thank you for confirming that, because I remember watching that and I'm just like, oh, maybe I missed that second fall when we got to the end.
The second fall was the interference run-in.
Yeah. So to explain, so the first fall went to Arn and Flair, and they're the challengers. And then we had the rest of the match, and then there was a Barry Windham run-in, which led to a DQ, which was the second and final fall. So the Horsemen won by 2 falls, but with a disqualification, therefore no title change. I appreciated that it wasn't the formulaic 2 out of 3 falls, where... Like, I actually chuckle when Tony's like, if we go to 3 falls, I'm like, oh, come on, you're coming to 3 falls. And we didn't. They threw me. They actually threw me. They actually gave me something different. So, credit to them for that. Mike?
Yeah, this just seems very WCW to me.
But because it was. It was
I know,
it was Clash of the Champions at 6:05 on TBS. Is it the most WCW you can get?
Yeah, but all right, but it was WCW in the worst kind of ways for me.
Okay.
It was a lot of really good action, a hot ass crowd because they're essentially in Flair country. Norfolk's pretty close to North Carolina. You have Flair being awesome at AJ Styles' age. That blows my hair back. By the way, I looked up the only person. There are only 2 people on the entire card that has lasted longer than Flair and are still currently wrestling today. Scorpio and Dustin Rhodes.
Oh wow,
that's it.
Wow,
that's the list. That's the list.
But we do have kids of those wrestlers currently wrestling today.
True.
Yeah, but it's just, yes, credit where credit's due for only having it be 2 falls. But to end it on a DQ, a 2 out of 3 falls match, I don't need, the logistics of that don't even make sense. The logistics of that, because, they did get 1 fall legitimately. So, I mean, if you're saying to me that, let's say the first fall is a DQ, but the second fall is a pin, then the titles change hands? No, that doesn't track at all.
Yeah. I need a referee. I need a referee in here. Listen, I wish we had a referee that listens to the show. Potter, George,
or maybe even a booker who listens to the show.
Maybe a booker. Joe, Marcus.
And it doesn't even it makes the Hollywood Blondes look like crap.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not the first time they're going to do that in their history, but they were the ones driving the feud from what it looked like from the Flair for the old stuff. And I get they're your current, but it looked like they booked themselves into a corner because they obviously didn't want Ric Flair to be a tag team champion. I think this is I think it's just like you said. I obviously they were setting up for a Flair Barry thing, Barry Windham thing. So it was kind of a token thing to get ratings on TBS kind of thing. They were playing by a weird playbook long before we got the Nitro.
If you want to do that, that's fine, but don't have it main event your show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
whoa,
you're right. I think what you're driving is they needed a main event for their TV special that was going wherever it was fitting in their calendar between their pay-per-views and whatnot, and they needed to put out a match that was going to get ratings. And then once they got it promoted, that match, they needed to just get out of it somehow. So you've got these four guys out there just wasting time basically at the end of this thing. I mean, I can respect all four guys. I think all four of them are awesome, but in the context of the match they put on, I'm just this is just nothing. They're just just chopping and punching around, and Flair's manhandling Austin and manhandling Pillman, and just chop. And
Brian didn't really leave the ground much.
Well, that's why I was wondering about timeline between his ankle injury, and this match, because I'm not familiar with it. But the other thing I thought. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, it's good. Just gonna say, I mean, for me, just watching Pillman, I wasn't struck by the fact that he wasn't flying around. I was just he's being a chicken bleep heel,
It looks like Pillman's injury happened right after this, because at Clash of Champions 24, which took place 2 months after, Arn Anderson and Paul Roma beat Steve Austin and Steven Regal.
Because they had to do a substitute, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing that label as 1996 on my records, on my Googles. So
then it's a different injury, but Pillman was definitely injured because Regal replaced him.
Sounds right.
I will say, I think one of my favorite parts of this match was just watching was Nick Patrick, the referee.
Yeah, he was
just the way he just he's so good at just believably letting himself just manipulated and lured to every corner of the ring. They're doing all these. The Blondes are doing all these bits where they're choking one guy with their towel or whatnot, and Patrick never comes off as this complete and total buffoon. I mean, you're still kind of all right, come on, just turn around and just go about it. But Nick Patrick is really good in that era. He's really good. I'm not going to try to judge him too far across. He's been refereeing for a long time. He's really good, so he knows what he's doing. The scope is awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome. The roof,
so
it's so cool.
I have a story about the Norfolk scope.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so my parents, when they were courting, my dad was in the Navy, and he was stationed in Annapolis, Maryland all the time. So when they would have wrestling shows, NWA shows, my dad occasionally went to them. He took my mom to one at the Norfolk Scope.
No way.
And my mom got an autograph from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yes.
Who she said flirted with her as well. I'm like, so my dad could have been Ricky the Dragon.
Trying to tell me the baby face of all baby faces was hitting on your mother? I don't believe it.
I believe it.
That's funny.
He's such a nice guy, even especially to the ladies.
Exactly, Sword.
Yeah.
She didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
But I started talking about. She described him, and I'm like, was it Ricky Steamboat? She's like, that's it. I'm like, Jesus fuck, Mom. I'm like, only like one of the biggest Hall of Famers of all time, Ricky the fucking Dragon Steamboat. All right. And then I showed her a match, like I think I showed her the one with him and Jericho.
Oh wow!
And she's like, "Oh, he still looks good."
Oh my god!
You're like, Mom.
Oh no!
Right.
Jeez.
One other thing
go ahead.
No, thanks. No, I was saying one other thing I noticed was Austin making fun of Arn Anderson and having a pot belly.
Yes.
He's like, "Oh yeah, beer belly. Oh yeah, look
There's
at you
some...
having a beer rep." Like, okay, yeah, Austin making fun of someone with the beer belly.
Listen. I still wish I had the physique that Arn Anderson had at that age, at that moment. So,
well, that's the thing. Like I said, Ruth only got into wrestling heavy since we got married. So we're talking early 2000s. And I showed her a thing of Arn Anderson back when he was part of the Brainbusters. And it's like, okay, see the guy right now in AEW. Look at him back then. It isn't a matter he looks good now. He always looked old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He always looked like he just hasn't changed. He's like, he turned 18, looked old, and just stayed there for the next 40 years.
He's the Paul Rudd of professional wrestling.
Just in general, this match was a waste of my time for the most part. I expected a lot more from 4 legends, but it did send me down the rabbit hole that led back to A Flair for the Old and some of the other Flair for the Gold segments. Those things are awesome, Sorg. A Flair for the Gold does not get enough credit as a great interview segment in pro wrestling history. That thing's amazing. It's got they spare no expense on that thing. It's so cool.
I think it because it got confused with a lot of because there was even a pay-per-view called A Flair for the Gold. So that's probably why it gets.
Well, no, that was the subtitle. That was the subline of one of the early Starcades.
Yeah, but
right?
it's like if someone called their segment
Mega Powers Explode,
Saint Valentine's Day Massacre or something. You know what I mean? Or the climax within. like that was the subtitle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but also a couple little things I noticed about the match. One, I kind of miss ring announcers announcing who the referee is.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of miss that. That's kind of a cool little feature. Also, WCW did not have tag ropes. I don't know if I've ever noticed this. They did not have tag ropes, and I found it fascinating. Because what's to stop Pillman from running down to the other end of the ring to get a tag?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the tag rope is there for. You're only allowed to go as far as the tag rope.
Mm-hmm.
Thirdly, I still, to this day, will never understand why throwing someone over the top rope is a disqualification. They didn't do it because Nick Patrick is incompetent and didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's a very good referee.
Sure. Spoiler alert, Matt Carlins is in the NWO.
Hey, it took them months to smoke him out, all right? He's a very good referee.
Yeah, it took them years to actually snuff out what WWE did in 3 months.
Yeah.
WWE's like, oh, these guys are coming in, Taker, Rock, Austin, go get them. Just take him out right now. Just nip this thing in the bud.
Yeah. So
I never got that. The throw over the top rope, that's a disqualification, Shavani.
It's a weird Georgia. It's a Georgia thing. Matt, you've been in Georgia for an extended period of time.
I was in Savannah. It's like a little safe zone inside of Georgia. It's not real Georgia.
it's your own. It's your own green
a lot
zone.
better than I thought he was going to be on commentary. Like the stories you always hear about Jesse is that when he goes to WCW, he goes into like phone it in mode and he sucks from there on out. He's fine. He's really good.
I think he liked working with Shivani.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shivani. It was nice to hear Tony too.
Shivani was one of his partners in WWE too.
Oh,
but
okay.
I still think it's great that it doesn't matter what year it is. Someone is going to accuse Shivani of being drunk. Doesn't matter if it's AEW in 2020, WCW in 1993, and it was very interesting to hear what the cheap wines were back then. So. So good on you, Jesse Ventura.
It was a nice time capsule for you. So,
it is.
Yeah. Well, I think we all learned a lot from this week from our professor Jacob Edwin. We have another assignment ahead of us.
It's gonna be
bring it on.
Seriously, I hope we get to give him a fucking assignment.
Oh, that'd be good. I'm still waiting for him to grade your reports from last week. So we'll, homeschooling and such. Things are weird.
Teachers, he
may just give us all a passing grade because we're stuck at home. I don't know. I mean,
wait, this thing isn't pass fail?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the curve is.
We aren't auditing this.
So, anyways,
somebody better set the curve. Don't set the curve too high.
Exactly.
Yes. No, flatten the curve. That's what we're all about.
Flatten the curve.
Here to flatten the curve. Yeah.
So we have another lesson from Jacob Edwin.
Hello again, Wrestling Mayhem Show. My name is Professor Jacob Edwin. You can follow me on all social media platforms. That is Jacob with a K and Edwin with 2 N's. This week's assignment is going to go back to 1988 at the Great American Bash. Some people consider this pay-per-view one of the best pay-per-views of all time. This tag team match is unique. It is going to feature the Midnight Express versus the Fantastics. And you're going to see the Midnight Express's manager, a man who cannot seem to stay out of trending on Twitter, Jim Cornette. He is going to be put in a straitjacket and strung up in a cage above the ring. Some of you probably think he should have stayed there. This was to prevent him from interfering in the match. I'll let you watch and find out if he interferes in the match or not. If you have the time, go ahead and watch this whole pay-per-view. I'm going to rewatch it very soon just to stay ahead of the game, but just because I do and I'm an overachiever, that does not mean you have to be as well, but it sure would help. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week for next week's assignment. Thank you.
There you go. That is your assignment.
I'm starting to catch on to his game, Sorg. Here's what he does.
Okay.
He always prefaces the match. He goes, because he did this last week too, when he was teeing up this dud that we all had to watch. And he's like, this tag team match features 4 of the legendary performers of all time. He's like building it up for you. And he's like, if you don't like this match, there's something wrong with you. That's what he's saying. So when he prefaces this, some people consider this one of the greatest pay-per-views of all time. You know what he's really saying, Sorg? If you don't like this match, there's something wrong with you. That's what he's saying right there. So we're going to watch this match and we'll see if there's something wrong.
Guys, do you want to hear what the rest of this card is?
Yes, I want to hear more about the greatest pay-per-view. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say the matches in order because I feel like they should be placed in different order on the card.
Okay.
Marcus Mann has taught us that the order of the card is very important. So,
I know. And, trust me, I'm going to tell you why I think this card is out of order.
Okay.
The first match on the card is Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, who are the NWA Tag Champs, against Nikita Koloff and Sting.
Nice.
Okay. Then we have the match we were assigned, which I will not give the result, obviously.
Thanks.
Then we have Barry Windham, the NWA US Heavyweight Champ, against Dusty Rhodes. And for the NWA title, it's Ric Flair versus Lex Luger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the match that's not the main event, and probably should be the main event, just for reasons, the Road Warriors, Jimmy Garvin, Ron Garvin, and Steve Williams against Al Perez, Ivan Koloff, Kevin Sullivan, Mike Rotunda, and the Russian Assassin in a Tower of Doom match.
Oh my. They had those back then?
A Tower of Doom match.
What was a Tower of Doom match?
That's the Tower of Doom is the 3-story cage.
Wow.
No.
From Ready to Rumble.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
From Wikipedia. Also called the Tower of Doom. The Doomsday Cage is a 3-story cage, the middle one split into 2 rooms, all of which house wrestlers. The object of the match is for a team of wrestlers to fight their way from the top cage to the bottom, where pinfalls and submission come into play. In the later days of WCW, it was referred to as a triple-decker cage, a reference to the match type being used in the finale of the film Ready to Rumble.
I'm in shock.
So you're right. You're partially right, but it's not the same.
Different rules.
There's a different version. There's different versions of this cage. I'm trying to find the picture that I just saw on this YouTube video because somebody's reviewing it here. I just want the picture. Oh damn, where is it? I just saw a great picture of this thing. There's a version of this, and I think it might have been also a Tower of Doom. And here the picture's going to come up for you guys on video on the feed. It's got the 3 layers, but like the rooms are, I don't think the cage like tiers is the difference in this one, right? And there's a version of this where Hogan and Macho Man, and I believe it was a version of this cage, had to fight through the rooms.
Whoa, that is definitely something else.
Is it?
The Doomsday Cage where the Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man fought through like 80 other guys. That was like not even like on the ring. Like they had like a separate ring. It was like hidden in the corner. You know?
Yeah.
And like stacked up 3, and they were all like equal size. Anyway, we've said too much about that match already. But this is definitely something entirely right.
He didn't even give us the most interesting match on the card. Is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like we're all watching the cage match for extra credit, correct?
I'm absolutely going to watch that.
Yeah. Because
honestly, fuck Jim Cornette. No,
all around.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it could be the greatest pay-per-view of all time. Why would I stop with one match, Sorg? I have to watch the whole thing. So.
Tina has some comments on this. She says she remembers this one. Kevin Sullivan had an obsession with Precious. Jimmy Garvin's valet was the storyline for the Tower of Doom match in particular.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah. Kevin Sullivan, weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Weird fucking guy. If you want to know how weird Kevin Sullivan is, do yourself a little favor. Go to the WWE Network, type in Varsity Club. You won't thank me later.
Okay.
Club.
Oh, jeez.
I remember back in the day, I had to log a segment where Kevin Sullivan had a ball gag in his mouth.
Oh.
Yep. Very difficult to cut promos with a ball gag in your mouth.
Side note, just because I'm flipping through looking for that stuff, it seems strange to me to have like the Last Ride post-mortem, which is their after talk show for the Undertaker thing, but it's just like a picture of his wife.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't call that post-mortem.
Yeah, that seems...
seems ill-timed.
Seems off. Yeah, right? Anyways, there's a smiling young Shane Douglas. And also, by the way, if you want to live through, like they're putting right on the top in your house shows. Who's watching? Somebody's watching through. Is it one of you guys watching through in your house shows?
I thought that was Chachi.
Was Chachi doing that? Really? Wow.
Or maybe it was Riz.
Wow. July 23rd, 1995.
On the show before.
God, these seem so random. Sharpshooter versus Powerbomb. Oh man. Final 4. Oh jeez. Revenge of the Taker. Mind Games. I watched the Mind Games match not too long ago. The first Unforgiven. Judgment Day. Breakdown.
The In Your House where they do HBK and Diesel right after WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, where they use the fake leg.
Yeah, that is a banger. It's unbelievable. It's one of my favorite matches.
God, whose fake leg was it? It was
Mad Dog Vachon, I want to say.
Yes, Mad Dog.
Maybe I'm right. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it was Mad Dog. I know.
Fantastic.
As soon as I would hear it, I knew.
I just want to watch these first 6 that don't have like actual pay-per-view posters. Like they're all the same. They're all the same picture for them in this thing. Yeah, your favorite superstars in action. It's like wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
Does anyone want to know what the first In Your House match was?
I think I can find out in 2 seconds.
I have it up.
Okay. What was the first one ever?
First one ever.
What?
Bret Hart versus Hakushi.
What?
Nice. It was probably a pretty good match.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the second longest match on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only because actually it was the longest match officially on the show. The other match was a dark match.
It's so random. Was it like I'm seeing like stills from the promos? Oh, this is where they had the hotline. Because I'm like, why is it just a WWF Superstars logo? But it's like a WWF Superstars like hotline lounge or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is again.
Well, it's probably around the time where Shawn Michaels was trying to use the internet.
This is right in the middle of my like you Podnar, the I don't have cable and don't know what's happening in a wrestling phase.
Yeah.
So like so much is still this is still like great and new to me. So man, I really need to dive into that kind of stuff. So anyways, guys, other than early In Your House trivia, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
I did learn something.
There you go.
I learned the exchange rate on the Authors of Pain is 1 Austin Theory.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, the Authors of Pain only wrote 1 book. Austin Theory goes all day, so that tracks.
If you insist.
I think that tracks.
I joked that they put him in that group so that Seth would look more energetic and charismatic. But I'm being a jerk to both of them, so I'm going to stop there.
Well, I thought they just put Theory with him so Seth would know like to be a father.
Oh.
Because Theory's a child. He's a young boy.
Is it the version? Is it the season of The Flash where his daughter comes back to hang out with him before she was born?
Yes.
Well, that would be something else.
Oh my God, Theory was born in 1997.
Yeah, don't even look at that stuff.
Nope. They're all wrestle babies. All wrestle babies. Yep.
All right. Do you know what? Do you know what happened almost a month after Austin Theory was born? Stone Cold stunned Vince McMahon. And the only reason I remember that was because it was on my mom's birthday and I couldn't watch Raw live that night.
Yeah.
Like Austin Theory was born, Cactus Jack came to WWF.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened right after he was born. Like, oh boy.
Oh boy. It was Podnar, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Well, a couple things, but first thing that popped in my head was CZW or a bunch of learned that. But besides that, Ruth noticed that Dolly on Twitter, known as Lola, put up ECW reviews from the TNN days, and she said, "Was she even born when these shows were on?" She was like, "I think she was around a year old."
That's a hard pass on that. I thought it was funny. She said she was going to start reviewing old ECW. I'm like, oh, that's great. She's going to, watch Terry Funk. And she's like, so I'm watching ECW on TNN. I'm like, oh.
No, you're...
honey.
I was
that's
really...
the death of ECW.
I was hoping...
You're watching the death
further.
That's like,
she's enjoying it. I'm glad she's enjoying it. Yeah. You want to watch the old ECW, you got to go You got to find like Surfer Ray Odyssey. You want to watch some real ECW. You got to go back and see like where it comes from, and then see it rise up.
And you have to watch it on a DVD-R that you got from a Steel City Con on a spindle, because you can't watch the WWE Network versions because the music is so badly overwritten.
Oh yeah,
so bad.
You need to start when Tommy Dreamer looked like Randy Orton.
If Tommy Dreamer isn't wearing suspenders, shirtless, you need to go back further.
If Taz doesn't look like Buddy Murphy, you haven't gone back far enough. If
no, give me one more. Give me one more. Give me one more.
So many more of these.
Name? What was the backstage interview guy? With
if Chris Candido's alive, you haven't gone back far enough.
Stop it.
I mean, it's real. Like you should at least start when Chris Candido was there.
Yeah,
if there aren't two women named Tammy, you haven't gone back far enough.
Okay. Bad Mike, what'd you learn?
I learned that MJF doesn't know how to do memes properly. So MJF is trying to get. Spoiler alert, full disclosure, I don't like MJF. I don't think he's a very good heel. I think he's a mediocre wrestler at best. He can't even do heel memes properly. He needs to take a social media class from Becky Lynch. He photoshopped a picture of him and Marco Stunt on the cover of the movie Big Daddy by Adam Sandler. Now, I'm not sure if this is just because Big Daddy was running on Comedy Central all weekend and he had it in his brain. But he said he was going to be Marco's daddy. And I'm like, sir, you didn't watch the movie because Marco Stunt's dad in this case would be Jon Stewart. And in this case, if that's the point you're trying to make, Jon Stewart's going to hit you with a steel chair. Because he's a John Cena fan. He's definitely not an MJF fan.
Oh, boy.
Boy. That was what I learned.
I learned I want a ramp when I film wrestling. Because I want that mobility on the wrestling, on like the over the rope kind of situation. Because I don't trust Indy Wrestling to stand on the rope. I did do that in the cage the one time, and that was a very special occasion. I was kind of taking note of that during the our homework assignment from Clash of the Champions in 1993. So you missed the ramp days. I mean, it's a little awkward, I guess, a little bit, but
I think the ramp probably hurts more.
Yes, doing things on the ramp is a problem, but presentation, I kind of enjoyed that. We had a ramp when we did the Lucha thing across the street. Like, they built a ramp out of pallets. It was amazing and a lot sturdier than I expected. So, I mean, we didn't stand on it for our thing. I wasn't wide enough for that. But it was, seemed like it was a nice presentation. It was a really cool to shoot up at everybody. And I kind of missed that, or like having and I don't know if it was WCW or Chikara where they had like they had a platform by one corner.
WCW did that. ECW also did that.
Thank you. So like I like that. I don't know. Just I'm always looking for different angles to, not doing the same thing all the time. So that I have wrestling to film. Okay, Sorry. I'm fine. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hold on, let me put the mask on.
Sorg, Alex learned that we might be getting Lucha Underground back.
Yeah, he's been going on, but we've been talking about this in the group, and we've been trying to. He says that Lucha El Rey, or let's say El Rey Network, lost the licensing. MGM owns it, and they could go forward with making more Lucha Underground somewhere else. All your players
I'm not sure I'm ready to. I'm not sure I want that.
No. See, here's what I do want. Here's what I want, and I'll say this: make a Lucha Underground movie. Make a movie.
Even then, you're missing so many key players.
No, but Matt, you make a prequel. You do a prequel with Antonio Cueto. Because then you can make up whoever you want.
That's true.
And
you have to kind of like
the only other entry point, you can have fucking Aerostar in it.
That's true.
Because he's a time traveling motherfucker.
Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
That's what I want. I want get Gil, get our boy Gil to play Antonio Cueto. I want him to have a bouncing little baby boy that he brings with him to these shows. And it's basically he's just learning. He's learning the trade. And he sees everything that his dad is doing. And his dad runs a pretty tight ship. But young Dario doesn't like that. I'm telling you, that's what I want. I want Lucha Underground the prequel. That's what I want. And plus, you can get Katrina. Why not?
She doesn't age.
Nope, she doesn't age.
Nope.
And she's not signed anywhere.
Nope.
And also, you can get why Antonio Cueto is able to run all these violent shows without any reprisal from police. Like, this is what I want. I want them to layer in that backstory. I want the prequel to Lucha Underground.
I mean, I do have an answer to that. Have you visited Boyle Heights?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and plus, guess who else can be in it? Because we don't know what he is. He could be an ageless wonder. Bad News Barrett. Why can't he be in it?
Yep.
He could be a rival promoter for Antonio Cueto. He could be Antonio Cueto's star champion. We don't know. Why not? Like, that's what I want. I want a Lucha Underground prequel. Fucking A.
I love it. Maybe they'll team up with Billy Corgan and they'll just use that NWA power since and do the thing. That could be nice. I mean, they have a lot of those guys there too, so I think it makes sense. Oh, jeez. Good plans.
You know, the only thing almost as difficult as getting pro wrestling back is getting movie and television production back.
Yeah, but right now
we got hurdles all over the place.
Right now, they'd be in the script planning phase, so it's fine.
You know what? If someone said, Matt, here's some new Lucha Underground content, I would consume that.
So, I don't care if everybody does it.
I would ask where it came from. I would consume.
I don't care if they do a version of Lucha Underground where everybody's filming part of it from their home, like they do Fraggle Rock. Also delightful. Watch that.
Tina learned that Matt Stryker is going to be on a Bachelor type reality show on Fox. I saw the trailer. Oh boy,
I don't think it's gonna end well.
It is unsettling.
Oh,
it's the premise of the show is that there is a young woman on there who wants to be pregnant by the end of the year.
Okay,
that is the quote unquote prize. So, yeah, that's something. That's Fox.
Well, you know,
that's a lead into SmackDown if I've ever seen one.
Reality TV is the new work, so okay. It's all in good fun, Sorg.
Guys, this has been in good fun.
There's so much going on.
Thank you, Dudders, for dropping in. Please go check out the Facebook pages for Derek Direction and PB Smooth. And again, that bit.ly link is, I believe that is bit.ly/Airbike for Dudders with the number 4. We'll have that linked in the show notes, of course, and all of our social medias. Thank you, Dave Podnar, for joining us again. Tell them what you do in the podcast realm, sir.
Sure. Well, my main podcast I'm on is the Tiny Shutter podcast, where we talk about iPhone photography and both the technical and just in terms of general taking photos. And I post a lot of my photography related things on both Instagram and Twitter as Prof Pod. The Twitter has a lot more other things on it. So especially when I get pissed off at the news, I tend just to rant on Twitter versus the Instagram, which is just more of the nicer photos.
Fantastic. Sorry for that Lufisto in the background. I was queuing something up for after the show. I'm catching up on the news.
Most of the time, I'd rather watch her than me anyway. So can't blame me there. Can't blame you there.
Mainstream Matt, you have some other podcast stuff you're doing.
Listen to Your Parents live stream Thursday night. It's our fantastic 10th episode celebration.
Woo!
Sorg. I'm searching my house for balloons. We'll see if we have some.
You should ask Oscar and Kyrie, saying they probably have plenty left over.
The whole, we don't have to pay for a venue went into Party City budget for those balloons. Holy crap. And Mad Mike 4883 on the Twitters.
tubi.tv. Go to Lucha Underground and watch why a prequel would be a great fucking idea.
Catch up on the lore.
Hell, do a 6-part prequel on all the tribes.
And we'll give a shout out since he's in the chat room, been hanging out with us all night. Alex Miller says if you want to watch, he gets into the update about the Lucha Underground situation on his podcast. Is called Mask, Mats, and Mayhem. If you want to go check that out. And of course, please go check out everything WrestlingMayhemShow.com. A lot of stuff going on. The Jagoff show is done. We did our series order. Of course, check out our friends Fight Underground doing the Council of Fighters on Wednesday at 10 p.m. there. Recently, over this past weekend, there was a Prospect Pro Wrestling watch along you can go back and check out. It was a lot of fun, very interesting. One of our participants was live from a strip joint. No lie. I'm just gonna leave you. Why am I hearing sounds? What is happening?
No,
sorry,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just picturing strip joints in the time of Corona.
Mm.
How do you get a socially distant lap dance?
It'd be amazing it'd be amazing where you put the mask. Anyways. Also,
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Check out our friends RWA. Children are fighting grown-ups. That's the thing that's going to be happening over there. And you get over there. He's just losing his shit. So much great stuff coming on. Check it all out. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. How did we do like a 2-hour show?
I didn't think we had anything to talk about.
No,
but
We brought you there for We Are Spartacus.
What are we doing? How did we do this?
I just picked up my phone
say...
and looked at the Twitter. People are freaking out over this Owen Hart thing.
Oh, yeah?
They're going crazy over it.
Sorg, are we off?
We are on stream at the moment, but we're